Hello and welcome to this new video. Today I want to talk about the device that might be the best home server and can be used for many other things. The device I am talking about is the Raspberry Pi 5. I recently got the 8 GB model and it's a great little device to use for many things. I use it as an Android TV box, a device that can emulate games, a secondary desktop and a home server. But you can do more things with it. Way more. But for me, it mostly serves as my home server, but we will talk about that later. This video, I want to show you how well it does as a desktop PC and as a home server. Before I get started, I want to talk about the specs of this device. Underneath this cooler, there's the BCM2712 SoC. The CPU in this comes with 4 ARM Cortex A76 cores, all clocked at 2.4 GHz, and there's also a Video Core 7 GPU in this SoC. This chip should be performing 2 to 3 times better than the older Raspberry Pi 4. And for the RAM, there's the choice between 2, 4 and 8 GB. Also, they recently released a 16 GB model, which for some use cases apparently should be useful. The RAM is LPDDR4X and is running at 4276 MHz. Also, there's this new small PCIe by1 connector, which can be used to add something like a SATA head or a AI head. Now that we've talked about the PCIe and the SoC, I want to talk about the I/O of this thing. There's this GPIO, if you can see that. That's just the GPIO you are used from every Raspberry Pi. We also have this USB-C port. That's for power, 5 volts and 5 amps. We have the micro HDMI ports, 2 of these. Those are both rated for 4K 60, which is pretty nice if you have a 4K display. There also is this RJ45 LAN port, USB 3.0, which supports up to 5 gig, and USB 2 ports. And all the way here, there's the micro SD card slot, which is really fast, and a small power button, if you can see that. I don't think I have the lighting for that. No, but maybe you can hear it. There's a power button, which is really nice and new, also new to the Raspberry Pis, and really useful. I will now get onto the desktop of this Raspberry Pi and show you a Geekbench 6 benchmark. Also watch a YouTube video, try document editing, and after that I will show you some things that I use it for in my home server and how well it handles those things. So I will be right back when I switch to the desktop of the Raspberry Pi. As you can see, I'm on the desktop of the Raspberry Pi 5. I did the benchmark of Geekbench 6. As you can see, the Pi 5 scored a 886 on single core and 2098 on multi-core, which is, to me, seems really great. I will now go to the YouTube video. It's 1080p 30. I experienced some issues with 1080p 60, so that's why I'm not doing that. But let's just let it play a 1080p 60 video. 30. As you can see, 1080p 30. Dropping only 1 frame yet. I will just let it play for some seconds, and yeah, let's see. As you can see, it's still playing. Yeah. It performs pretty nicely when playing back 1080p 30. As you can see, it has only dropped 5 frames, which was only when loading the video in. So That was pretty nice. Now that we have got that, I want to show you some document editing in LibreOffice, the writer thing. Here, just a few seconds and boom, it started, which is pretty nice. Also part of my micro SD card, but also a big thing because of the Pi 5 being so fast. I will now write this document. I just didn't think, but this is what I wrote down. Well, I'll also just do a copy paste thing. As you can see, it does this with ease, just really easily. As you just saw, the document writing goes really well. So while that's done, I will switch out the micro SD card off the Raspberry Pi and get into my code container and edit the HTML CSS of a Nginx container and just show you how well that does. And I will also try to find something more to show you. So yeah, I will be right back. So right here I've got the microSD of the server in my Pi and the code is running and the website. So just let's get started. I will speed up the coding process and you will see how this does. So there we go. I just did that coding thingy. If I go to the post, blah blah blah, it works. It has no layout, I know. Just see how smooth I can edit that code file on the Pi and instantly have this all showing up. That's just great. You know? Great. I want to start this blog, but I'm not done yet, so kind of a preview. So yeah. But that's that. Jellyfin playback does pretty well. I could not get it to get on hardware transcoding, but transcoding a H.265 video down to H.264 just worked perfectly fine, which is nice. I also got all these containers running, and those. Oh, I forgot that Home Assistant, we don't have a lot of smart devices, but Home Assistant also did pretty well. Great. So, yeah, that's that. So, yeah. So right here, back at my desk, would I recommend somebody buying the Pi 5? I definitely would. This device just runs everything and just literally everything. It can run as a desktop, server, Android TV box, and everything you can imagine. That's just so great. So everybody could put this device to some kind of use, which is just great. So what do you think about this? Would you buy a Raspberry Pi 5? Let me know in the comments. And for now, have a great day or night, and I hope to see you later. Bye.